Hi everybody, it's Steve Gaghagen here, and as you can see, I'm not outside right now, I'm inside, and this is going to be a slightly different kind of video than you're used to seeing from me, and it's a slightly different type of post. First of all, you'll notice that the post down below is very long. This video is also a little bit longer than you're normally used to getting from me, and the reason is, for all that, is that this is some really important information. I want to ask you to sit down, relax, spend a few minutes with me as we talk about something that I'm going to give you today that can literally change your life. Now, we're not talking about things that cost money. We're not talking about anything like that. We're simply talking about a simple strategy that you can use that will change your business and will change your life and will change your mind. You'll even notice that I'm so serious about this that sometimes today you're going to see me with my glasses on because I actually have notes and I can't read them without my glasses. I'm actually blind as a bat. Over the last few posts, we've discussed our strategic business plan and our mission statement and how to use each one of those. Now, today, what we're going to be discussing is how to use those in a very unique way to create what I call a success mindset, and how you can keep a hold of that through all kinds of adversity. You know, the internet is full of distractions, and you're likely to get pulled off here, pulled off there, and what I want to do is give you something today that would make that, you know, a rarity when you get distracted or where you get pulled off or discouraged into, you know, some other tool here, some this, some that. We can all end up skittered off in the corn crib on the internet and not know what happened to us. Well, what would you say if I told you that I could give you a little, very simple strategy, and if you used it every day for 1 year, that wouldn't cost you any money, and it would cost you just a little bit of time, that you would find it would change your entire life by the end of the year? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Well, would you do it? Of course you would. Well, that's what I'm going to give you right now. So I want you to really pay attention to this. Now, before we get started, I want to make a few little remarks about how something like that works. I mean, how do you change your life? The only way to change your life is to change your mind. Now, everybody knows in sales, if you've been in sales at all, one thing we know is that we have to ask for the sale. If we want the sale, we have to ask it. Well, in normal life, we're asking for what we want all the time. We're always asking. Now, I don't care, you know, who you ask. You can ask God, you can ask Buddha, you can ask the cosmic universe, or I don't care. I don't care how you ask. It can be prayer, it can be intentional thinking, whatever. What I'm talking about is that in our actions and in our thinking, we are constantly, 24 hours a day, asking. We're asking for things. The problem is most of us are asking for the things we don't want. And we fall into that trap in a very simple way. When we get something that we want, something that we really like, something that makes us happy, most of us immediately fall into the wrong trap. We grab onto it and we start thinking about, wouldn't it be terrible if it went away? Oh God, I hope nobody takes this from me. What can I do to keep from losing this? All of our thoughts are on losing it, having it taken away. We're all lost in the negativity. And we may, if we're really negative personalities, start thinking about, oh my God, I don't deserve this. I'm so lucky I don't deserve this. That's the exact wrong place for your mind to be. If you want, you know, more of the things that are good for you, you have to ask for more of them. What we're going to be talking about here is a simple little strategy that you can use to help your mind remain in a success mindset, to remain in the place where you are asking for more of the things that are good for you, more health, more happiness, more fun, more joy, more money. And when you ask for those things and you start to receive more and more of those things, guess what? There's less room in your life for the stuff you don't want. Things start to change. Now, the thing you have to agree with me on here is that everything starts with a thought. Nothing exists without it was thought of first. All right? All of the major religions have taught this. All of the major philosophies have taught this. Quantum physics, quantum mechanics confirms it day after day after day. No one goes into a pants store and buys a pair of pants without first thinking, hey, I'm going to walk in that store and buy a pair of pants. No one becomes a nuclear physicist without thinking first, well, that's a bunch of interesting stuff. I'm going to learn more about that. Okay, these things don't happen. No one becomes outrageously wealthy without first thinking, you know what, I'd like to make more money. Everything we experience, everything we are, all stems from our thoughts. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a little technique that's going to help you on a daily basis to keep your thoughts in the right place, to keep you asking for the things that you want and focused on getting those things as opposed to getting distracted and diffused. Remember, no matter what you want, you have to ask for it. You ask by your actions 24 hours a day. What you receive is limited only by what you are willing to accept. So our daily life needs to become a process of constant asking ourselves, am I asking for more, or am I settling for less at any given moment? So if you want to ask yourself for more, you're going to take this little technique I'm going to teach you, and you're going to do it religiously every day. Now, I'm just going to give this to you. At the end of this, I am going to ask you to do something, and you'll be surprised what it is. Okay? But there's no money involved here. There's no paying for anything. All right? There's no affiliate programs. There's no blah, blah, blah. This is just something that works. I know it works. I know it works because I've done it myself. And I also know it works because it's at the basis of the teachings of all the people who have studied the habits of truly successful people. This is at the basis of it. Now, before we start on this little tool, I want you to make sure that you have the two things that you're going to need. Number one, you're going to need your mission statement, and number two, you're going to need your strategic action plan. Now, we have gone over those in the last couple of posts. If you have not done it yet, then I'm going to ask you to stop this video right now and don't read the post that's down below, and just go over to the sidebar over here, and over there you'll find either the archives of the recent posts, and look up the two posts about number one, creating your strategic business plan, and number two, from that, creating your mission statement. Now, when you get those done, then you'll be ready for this video and for what's down below. So, let's just put a little break in here for anyone that hasn't done that yet. And go on over there and do it. It'll only take you half an hour, and then you'll be ready to go on with this really, really powerful little tool that I'm going to give you right now.